In this video, we will step through the setup of the QRS Trumpeter for integration with your Pianimation 3 or Pianimation 4 player piano system. We recommend you follow along with the written 12-page setup manual as well. We prefer that you lay out all of the components on a table first. Take your time to ID each part with the manual. Knowing that you already probably have a Pianimation 3 or 4 system installed, you will want to lay the components out near the piano itself. For the Piano 4, there is a USB-C to audio male cable that will get plugged into an open USB-C port on the back of the Pianimation 4 controller. For the Pianimation 3, there is a 3mm male-to-male audio cable to be plugged into the processor's port 4. We will leave these cables hanging until needed later on. We will start with the easy part, assembling the trumpet stand. First screw in the lower pole, then the middle, then the top. If you are using your own stand, we include an adapter for the trumpet mount. Otherwise, the adapter is probably not necessary. Once set up, screw the trumpet mount bracket to the top. Then loosen the horizontal mount screw using the included Allen key and set it to be horizontal. Try not to over-tighten. We will be making adjustments after the trumpet gets mounted. Step 1 is now done. The second item on your list is to update your player's operating system. If you have a Pianimation 3 system, we will download the latest beta update from the QRS Music website. As of the creation of this video, 0.648 is the latest version to download. Go to the QRSmusic.com website. Then go to Support. Select Software Updates. Then Pianimation 3. You will then see Update.648 as a beta update. Download it. If you accidentally download it twice, it will be renamed with a number 1 enclosed in parentheses. This indicates that it has been downloaded twice by accident, so you could probably just delete it. Hopefully you are using the same device to access the Pianimation system that you downloaded the update to. A huge advantage of Pianimation is that it is an IP-based system, so knowing the piano's IP address and inserting it into any web browser on a PC or phone or tablet should load the app. Your client IP address is listed under the Wi-Fi icon or under Setup Network Wireless. To load the update to your system from your device, we'll navigate to the Upload to Piano utility page. To do this, go to System Setup, then Upload to Piano, touch or click on the Drop Files Here box, then browse to the Download folder and select the update you just downloaded. You can also drag and drop the update file to the box. Once the progress bar shows the file is transferred, the update will begin. And you will hear voice prompts announcing that an update is in progress. If you receive a fault message, we may want to put the file on a USB stick and insert into the USB a host on the front of your player. After the operating system is updated, we need to tell the system a trumpet is attached. This will direct the audio to the appropriate outputs when a trumpet file is selected. Select System Setup, select Performance Setup, Routing and Delays, MIDI Options, General Options, and scroll to the bottom of the page. Select Trumpet and then select Lower Right, which corresponds to port 4. If you have a Pianimation 4 system, we will need to set your OS update profile to Alpha. Start by going to Setup. Then OS Update, and select the drop-down arrow for the type of update. Select Alpha. The Pianimation 4 operating system checks for updates every minute. It should see the latest version. It will then download it and update the processor automatically. Once updated, we need to tell the processor there is a trumpet attached. Go to System Setup, Performance Setup, Other Instruments, and select Trumpet. This will then route the music created for the trumpet to the appropriate ports. The next step will be to make sure your music content is up to date. For Pianimation 3, go to System Setup, then OS Update, and there will be a button to check for music updates. On Pianimation 4, you will go to System Setup, Music Updates, and select the Check button. Both systems check for updates on a regular basis anyway, but this enables you to check manually. Once the system is updated, verify the files are there by going to Play Piano, Genres, then scroll to the bottom and select Trumpet. You should see at least 3 albums. The album and song names, font color will be green. This indicates that they will drive accessory instruments. In this use case, the trumpet is being driven. Here we show you where all of the cables plug in. Then we do a quick test of the trumpet prior to putting it all together on the piano and trumpet stand. We start by plugging in the USB-C into the back of the Pianimation 4 controller. You might remember that we did this when we first started and left the cable hanging behind the already mounted controller. If you have a Pianimation 3, a similar audio cable will be hanging. We plug the audio portion of the cable into the back of the amp that shipped with the trumpeter. Then we plug the amp output cable to the trumpet extension cable. Note that the extension cable may not be necessary. It depends on where you place the trumpet. Plug the cable into the trumpet's bell. Mount the amp's Bluetooth antenna. Now plug power into the amp and the Pianimation 4 controller. The amp should have a red LED indicating it is in line in mode. Turn the volume knob about 3/4 of the way around. Pushing in the mode button will switch its mode. If the mode LED is blue, it is in Bluetooth mode. We want it in line in mode, a red LED. Now navigate to the trumpet files. Go to Play Piano, Genres, Trumpet on either your Pianimation 3 or 4, and select a tune. If the trumpet plays, you're good to go to the next step of mounting all of the parts. Note, the amp comes with a Velcro mounting strip for mounting it on the rim of the piano, pointing down so that you can get to the mode button if necessary. After you have established that the connections are correct and the trumpet plays, disconnect all the cables and mount the trumpet without the bell. We do this to minimize the chance of the bell being dropped. Secure it and set the angle you would like. Now add the bell, then locate where you would like the trumpet to stand. Then Velcro the amp under the piano where you can reach the volume mode button. Dress the cables out of sight as much as possible. Under the piano, there is an extension cord that runs up the back leg of the piano. There should be an extra output to plug in the amp. Now plug in all the cables. Test the playback again. Go to Play Piano, Genres, scroll to Trumpet. Select an album then a song. If it plays, select Stop and go to the next step of adjusting the EQ. To do this, go to System Setup, Performance Setup, Master volume curves. Audio file setup, and you will see 3 vertical set points relative to master volume. Play the sample. Go through each vertical volume, trumpet, piano, and speaker, one at a time, for listening at the master volume being at 1, then select next, and set for master volume being at 50%, then next again to set the highest volume. Each, meaning the piano, trumpet, and piano speaker, should all sound good together as you increase and decrease master volume. That should do it. Please reference the setup manual for a more detailed step-by-step of the software navigation. If you have any questions, you can always call QRS 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time for support. Now relax and enjoy your new trumpeter.